Deliciousness.
Thank you.
お客さん大丈夫ですか？
はい、大丈
玉露
夫です。
一煎目。
はい。これはさみどりの方ですか？
はい。
Does he always make his gyokuro with samidori?
He's got 5個、he's got ヤブキタ and サミドリ5個、ヤブキタと玉露はあと何でしたっけ？4つの中で。
都市によっては在来。
and sometimes 在来。I love his 在来抹茶。
Oh, yeah.
Big fan.
Thank you very much for your time
あ
and for sharing your tea.
Thank you for coming to me.
Thank you.
これはプアル茶。
これね、2020年のホワイトティーです。
ホワイトティー。That's his white.
And does he always pour? Is it a yes? It's a boiling water that.
あんまり入れ方にこだわりがなくて。
He's not particularly peculiar about his brewing. He just pours water, makes tea, drink tea.
Yes, because now we are just so precise. Temperature.
Too much. お茶楽しむべきですね。
So you think we shouldn't?
We should. That's the last chapter in my book. If you brew tea, just brew it. Yes.
But it's true that cold brewing gives something to them. I mean, there is something different.
Yes, it's
Especially with the white tea. If you cold brew it, it's much more flowery.
水出しの方が。
水出しの方がなんか華やからしい。今度。今度ぜひ。
Yeah.
Next time.
これは熱いの入れちゃったけど。
He's brewing it all now.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. But I was saying, I meant that there is something about the temperature.
Of course, and I think you should play with many different temperatures. ね、入れ方いろいろ変えたらまたお茶の味も変わってくるから。
それは思いますね。だからなんかその楽しみ方としてはそうやってこういろいろ楽しんでもらいたいっていう、実際変わるし、っていうのはもちろん理解してるし、その人それぞれ好みが違うからその自分の好きなのをこう見つけてもらったらっていう、探す楽しさもあると思うし、
なんかあんまりこう決めとかないで自分でこう見つけてもらって、このお茶はこう入れたら美味しいし、このお茶はこう入れたら美味しいっていう、その遊びの方があるといいですね。
あとこういうの見てもらうときは割と熱いお湯でこういいも悪いも全部出した方が、全部見た方がこれやったら冷たい方が美味しいやろなとか、こう全部見た方が判断できる。確かにこっちがこう限定して見せるよりっていう回ですかね。
So he also thinks it's of course good to have different approaches and to sort of play with the tea and find out your own preference, and not to have to say this is how you brew it, and then force people to brew it.
Yeah, to have the liberty, the freedom.
You have the freedom, you have the knowledge, the understanding, you play around with it,
and you do whatever you want.
You do whatever you want. What is your preference? But here he thinks it's better to brew it with hot water so that we get all the traits out. There is no hiding. You don't hide any of the taste, and you get everything, and we can assess the quality of his tea.
That's the honest approach.
The honest approach. It's honesty.
Yeah. So this is your brand? Is this a brand or not?
No.
No?
けどsame letter. Because KAMO is the name of this town.
Yes, KAMO.
But this is the JA.
J is the brown.
No, JA is the
Oh,
farmer
the
group.
farmer. It's agriculture. Yes. Okay.
フランスにも JA みたいなやつがあるんですか？
You also have an agricultural association in your local town in France?
It's not like here, I think. What does the association does here?
They have a factory and they actually help you
No.
with.
We don't have that.
But probably it's more like taking your crop and helping to get it sold and.
No.
No.
Now we have agriculture chamber for each department and region, but then they are supposed to help you with the administration, with paperwork, bringing new persons for conferences, and you know, helping you with the organic approach. I mean this kind of thing. They have more an educational approach. But you know, I mean, they don't help with that because we don't have tea producers. But they don't do it with other sectors.
Well, it's probably not only for tea, but also for
Yes, they don't do it for other things.
other things and.
But they have each field has its own association. I mean, like for wheat, they have their association in the area they make wheat, so they share their equipment. That's true. But it's not the agriculture because here it's more rice and tea.
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。
香りですね。
So these are from the wild trees we saw or not?
これはどこの畑？今日見たワイルドな高い茶の木ではない。
あ、ではないです。
Yes.
No.
2020年なのでまだあれやってないですね。
これ
れ
You didn't have those trees yet.
いつもよく見に来てもらってるところのこう奥行ったらこう在来の紅茶のとこあるじゃないですか。
はい。
その手前にも在来があってそこ
あ
です。
あ、ちょっと影っぽいところ。
はいはいはい。
I know where it is. That's not gonna help you.
No, I wanted to see if it's from
But it is native trees. Native.
native.
Like
Right.
Yes.
I like this one. It's like the end of the day, no?
Mhm.
Everywhere you have
Yes.
this.
5 o'clock.
Isn't that funny? Lunchtime and 5 o'clock. Yes, twice a day.
Oh yes.
In 長野プレフェクチャー、6 o'clock。
あ、そうなんですか。
And the lunchtime?
Yes, yes.
Noon?
No.
Oh, they work harder then.
More work. へえ。
そうこういうのはフランスにない。
You don't have this in France?
Because, I mean, you end your day when you want to. I mean, if you
仕
are
事
in
を終わ
a,
りたい時に終わる。
if you're in a factory, I mean, they tell you when to end your day.
うん
But otherwise, I mean,
まあ工場とかやったらね、こういう連絡とかあったりするんですけ
I
ど。
mean, if you're in a restaurant or a cafe, you know when you end your work, you know.
うん
But we don't end all at the same time today,
Okay.
and we don't eat all at the same time. Our
うん
lunch.
みんな同じ時間に食べる、同じ時間に終わることはない。
あ
誰かが前にこう出てないとお客さんにこう対応できないから
あ
バラバラでこう
はいはいはいはい
やりとか、オフィスでもそう電話対応とかみんながいな
はいはいはいはい
市役所みたいにね12時と1時の間に誰もいないっていうその状況はない。
うん
うん
その方が良さそうですね。
ただベルギーの市役所は誰もいない状態で入れるということもない。12時から1時の間に市役所は閉まってるっていう。
But usually we have that at school
あ、でも学校ではそうですね。
ああ、なる
to
ほど。
say now we're gonna start, now we're gonna eat, and it's the end of
み
the
んな
day.
一緒で。
Yes.
あ、このジャパニーズプーアルですけど、
はい。
Thank you. ありがとうございます。
SMS してるね。はい。
あ、これそれで入れてもらうと。
はい。
あ、
どれ
じゃないのか。
何ですか？
あ、いや、
お湯はありますか？
前にここで見せてもらった何でしたっけ？
あ、それを今日持ってきてないです。そう、チタンのあれですね。それは今日ちょっと持ってないです。
Do you like your
なん
job?
かめちゃ
Do you like what you are doing?
ん
Do you like what you are doing?
シソっぽいですね。
What you are doing?
Your
仕
job?
事が好きですか？
ああ。
Do you like your job? Very good.
My job is as a
Farmer?
tea farmer.
Yes.
And I teach how to train nobody.
Oh, martial arts or how
And
to
training,
and
power
training.
training, like what he did in his gym
Okay,
next door.
Jim. To whom?
なんて言ったらいいか。サロンメンバー。
He's got a training salon.
Okay,
here.
where we saw.
Yes.
Okay.
And there are a few members, and they
Oh, that's
they share it
good.
together.
That's very good. Yeah.
This is also native.
Native. This is native.
2019.
So actually, so you pan fire it.
あ、いやいやいや。
You roll it. This is not rolled actually, not that much.
もむんですか？
Very gentle rolling.
ああ、あんま揉んでない。
釜入りして、その後どの工程を？
This is a very gentle rolling.
10年で揉みますけど、1年だけ機械が手配できなくて手で揉んだ年があって、もしかしたらこれ手かもしれない。
ああ。ほんで揉んだ後はどうするんですか？
揉んだ後は天日干しですね。太陽で乾かす。
でこう発酵するのはいつの段階ですか？
発酵って言ってもね、まあ行って揉んで揉んで乾燥していく過程で多分微発酵が起こっている感じで、そんな特
So
別の
he
時間を
fires it in the pan, then he rolls it. But there was one year that he couldn't use the big rolling machine, so he did it by hand, and that's probably
Oh,
this.
okay.
And then as he's rolling it, it dries, and then
It dries when he's rolling.
like what we did.
If it's on the table with a fire under, if not, it won't dry when you roll it.
dry by sun. By the sun.
Oh, you leave it in the sun, then you dry it. Like at noon, you put it, in the hot sun. And how do you fermentate? Do you pour water on it? For the
発
fermentation.
酵はどうするかって
発酵は
he just explained to me that
これね、工程で言うと緑茶と一緒なんですよ。
it's like green tea what he makes.
で緑茶は蒸し器で蒸して揉みながら乾燥させる。
So you steam, then you dry through rolling.
でこれはパンで野菜炒めとか野菜炒めたら野菜から水分出るじゃないですか。それによってこう蒸される感じになるじゃないですか。そんな感じで蒸し焼きっていう感じで蒸しの工程をする。
And he does that in a frying pan by steaming the leaf in its own saps.
で揉み込む。
Then he rolls.
で太陽の光で乾
And then
燥する
he
って感
lays
じ
it in the
で
sun.
熱源が違うけど工程は一緒ですよね。
And the source of heat is different, but it's similar to making a sencha or a green tea.
But there is no fermentation.
And
で
it, はい
その発酵っていうのは、その
いつ起きるのって
酸化の紅茶のような発酵を言っているのか、その乳酸漬物みたいに乳酸発酵のことを言っているのか、
どうしてるのか、どの発酵がいつどう起きてるかっていう。
でその紅茶のような酸化発酵というのはそのパンで これして揉み込んで乾燥する過程でずっと起こっているんですね多分、そのだから緑茶のような仕上がりではなくて結構黒くなるのはそういった発酵が起こっているからで、ただその蒸し焼きみたいな感じでその蒸しの工程があったりとかっていうので、その紅茶ともまた違う仕上がりになるっていう感じで、その揉みながら乾燥していく過程でそれは自動的に起こっていると思ってますけど、その時間をあえて別個では取ってないって感じですね。
なんか別で何かをつけて菌を加えたりとかはしてない。
あ、それはしてないですね。
So it's somewhere along the process that it oxidizes, and that's where it gets brown.
Okay. So he steams it first then.
He steams it in its own sap,
Okay.
which is done through the pan firing.
Oh, so he pan fires it. It
Yes.
doesn't steam. Okay.
But that's basically the same as steaming, only that you don't add moisture from the outside.
Yes, it's very different.
It's the
Pan
same.
firing is different than
It's the
steaming.
same principle if you do it well, because what you are doing is to release the saps from inside the leaf to its surface. Then those saps turn into steam, and that steam steams the leaf. So it steams itself. That is ideally what should happen when you pan fire, when making kamairicha. And that is why he says the steaming is very similar.
ありがとうございます。
でこれのいいところは機械があんまりいらないんですよ。
You don't need machines. You can make this.
で
easily.
うちはさっき見てもらったような奥戸さんっていうねご飯を昔炊いてたようなああいうのがありますけど、キャンプ道具とかでいけるんですよ多分。
You can even make it with a campfire. If you just make a campfire and have something to put a hot plate on top of it, you can parch your leaf and it works.
だから一番設備が少なくてお金がかからなくて揃えやすい道具でお茶作りができるっていうのがこれのメリット
So
だと思います。
you don't need to spend much money. You don't need to spend much on infrastructure. You can just make tea very easily and cheaply.
And the white tea is the
Even
easiest
easier.
お湯ぬるかった。
これはまだ熱いと思う。結構保温がいいから。
すみません。
And when he asked me what brought me to tea,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like to tell that, because he shared that I was sick too, and I think it's what brought me closest to nature. I think that's.
And so how did tea connect you from being sick to?
I think when you are, when you see the, maybe we don't have the same sickness either. I had a cancer, and I lost my mother from cancer and my grandma too. So for me, it's not something like. And when you see that you can die like this, so I think it brings you closer to plants, to nature.
Well, yeah. Right, yeah, I can see
Because
that.
we're all one.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
なんかこうがんを患ったことがあって、それを通してこうもっと自然に惹かれて、多分その生きる意味をやっぱこう自然とかに求めて、そこからこうお茶にも惹かれていったっていう。
You are not here forever, so you're like the plants.
なんか人間も木と同じようにこ こに永遠といるってわけではないから。
I think so.
もう一回お湯入れますか？
はい。
Thank you. It has a smoke taste, no?
ちょっとこう燻製のような。
You can feel the smoke, no?
Yes. Yes, it's undoubtedly the parching fragrance.
Very good. It has a very good fragrance.
いい、美味しいね。
美味しいです。
Please try France.
I'm very bad firing things. It's new for me, the firing, you know.
釜入りは割とこう、まあ慣れてないっていうか。
I never fired. I have to practice.
Yes, practice.
I have to practice.
練習します。
火を扱ったことがないみたいな話ですか？すぐ慣れます。
You get used to it quickly.
Yes.
As long as you keep an eye on how the tea reacts and get an
I
understanding
will
for it.
practice and do that.
Just take.
I'll send the video to Tias and he will send you the video.
ビデオやってる時のビデオを送ってくれるって。
いやいや、嬉しい。
Oh, thank you. I have more than the others. Yay!
Honorable guest.
Thank you very much. Thank you for making healthy teas
健康的なお茶を作ってくださってあ
and
りがとう
taking care of the nature.
そして自然を守ってくださってありがとうございます。You too ですね。
I try to do the same. But I'm too much in control, you know. He lets it go. And this morning he was letting it go too. I'm very much controlling. Yeah, that's very difficult.
I know.
Because you know, it's when you want to do good and
Didn't
you
you
don't
say
know
you were
how.
on a spiritual path yourself?
I am in a spiritual path.
The biggest lesson that people need to learn on a spiritual path, and that is also what I hear from Buddhists, is to let go of the duality. The reason the way to let go of duality is to think whichever is fine.
Whichever is fine, but if you don't know how to make it, you know.
Well, that's just a learning process.
Yes,
But
I have the
letting go is to whichever outcome is okay, and every step you take towards progress will yield better results. But to get stuck in one result only and declining the other
Yes.
is
It's because I want to make a good tea. That's
Mhm.
I have that stress. But you're right.
煎茶。
これ
入れますか
煎茶をなんかそれで入れてもらっていいですか？
はい。これで入れますか？
はい。
It's very good.
Oh,
Thank you.
もう熱湯でいきますね。
はい。これはできた年とこれ2019年なんでこう何年3、4年経っているので。
That's about 3-4 years aged.
But you leave it in the packets like this, or do you put it in the
で、このまま置いてるだけですか？
いや もうちょっと大きい袋で縦ってわかりますかね。お茶入れてる
So they've got these big bags
Oh,
in
he has
which
these big
he,
bags.
yes,
That's okay.
常温で置いてます。
and he leaves them out regular temperature. I'm brewing his sencha, which is from Okumida.
Actually, I'll trim my tea trees with scissors, big scissors.
うん。
ハサミで
That's good too, no?
切ってます。Is that for harvest or?
No, to trim them
Well,
because I don't have any material.
うん。
I think it's the same, isn't it?
Yes, I would think so. Just the precision with which you can do it is maybe a bit different, but
But who cares? I mean, if it's not very precise, no? It has to be at a knee level.
うん。
Yes, that's essential. See, it has umami. It does smell. I mean, it's lighter.
It has a little umami, but I
Yes,
mean
a little.
the umami. If someone says umami, it's like a slap in your face that I'm expecting, which this doesn't have. It's just natural, nice,
なんだ
nice tea. It's not only umami, it's got a whole lot
No,
of
it has a
different
yes.
things and sweetness and some florality and there's like
So you're right. Sometimes it's so much umami, you just taste the umami.
yeah.
Yes.
It feels like I'm drinking fertilizer basically.
Fish. You're drinking fish.
I'm drinking the fertilizer. I could just go to get the bottle of fertilizer. You know?
Yeah. But I do get it, you know, if people want umami, then you put fish. Doesn't smell good. But
No fish. Too fishy.
and they eat everything. I mean, they eat the whole fish.
Who?
No, they just have the bones, yes.
Yeah, but some people do eat the bones too.
How do you eat the bones?
By chewing very hard. I mean, my wife had her mother had a little restaurant, and there was this one guy who would always come and get one or other fish teishoku meal, and his plate was always empty, including the head.
I mean, if it's very well cooked, yes, the bones will be, you know, mild.
Yeah, I don't eat the bones. And he just chews everything, just goes for it. And I tried the head and eyes and the thing. I just can't get through the teeth, and it's too bitter to palate. It's terrible. But he did it. There are these people.
Yeah, so maybe the lesson about today would be let it go.
Let it go.
With the TV. Let the TV.
Yes. Let TV be. That's actually
Closer.